G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So today's video we're going to be going through the team building guide for the physical Super Saiyan Trunks, future Sword of Hope Trunks, whatever you want to call him. He looks like he's going to be super good. So firstly, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with these team building guides. I do them for all the new units, EZAs that drop out. So if you want to keep up with those, stick around. But for now, we're jumping into the details of this Sword of Hope Trunks. As you can see, ton of teams. I'm actually not going to go through them because there's just so many. But in terms of our links, we've got Golden Warrior, Royal Lineage, Super Saiyan, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So quite a few really common links in there, which is going to be really effective going forward. We love Super Saiyan units because their link sets are just so common. So jumping into the 6 links section, we do have 2 partners here, even though there's 3 units pictured. But we've got the 2 Tech Super Saiyan Trunks from the EZA, so when you actually go Sword of Hope, and then when you're in that Super Saiyan state where you are doing the greatly stacking, so really good that we share some links with them there. We've also got the Int Vegeta and Trunks, so a unit that does lead a number of categories for this unit, can sit in slot 1. This is definitely a slot 2 or 3 unit, so the fact that we've got a pretty solid slot 1 linking partner there is really, really good. So jumping into the 5 links here, we've got the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, really good support unit, the Physical Z Duo Anniversary unit, so obviously really, really busted. And then we've also got the new STR Future Gohan, so if you manage to pull both of them, they're going to be really effective duo together. We've then got the AGL Gohan, Future Gohan from when you were revived back from the Gohan and Trunks. So a unit that's not crazily good at the moment, but if he gets an EZA, he's got a really good base there to be insane. And then we've got the same linked unit, the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan, Tech Super Saiyan Goku, which also means we've got the Namek Goku and the STR Battle of Wits Carnival Goku as well. So as you can see there, some really, really good linking partners in that 5 range. And you know what? The 5s continue because there's just so many of them. We've got the Tech Super Saiyan Goku Gohan. So again, a unit that needs an EZA, but can be fun to run if you're not in the sort of most difficult content in the world. The Physical Future Gohan is definitely aged quite a bit, but the fact that if you wanted to get some use out of him, he gets damage reduction, so that could work well. We've got the 3rd Anniversary Gogeta, the AGL Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, the Metal Cooler Movie Goku Vegeta, and then the Tech Trunks for you JP players out there. So for our 4 links here, we then jump into the blues, so a leader for this trunk, so really good that we share a number of links with them. We've got the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the STR Goku Gohan, so they will actually give Trunks the lead from the Super Saiyan aspect of their leader skill. We've got the Int Super Saiyan Future Gohan, so once you get that transformation off, they link up pretty well. The Tech Gods, and then we've also got the base of the AGL Trunks and Gohan that I was talking about before. Into the 3 links, we've got the Tech Zamasu. Probably don't really want to have them on a team together, but if you are running a mixed extreme and superclass team, maybe you get stuck with them on an initial rotation. They do share a couple of links together, which would make that able to get by a little bit better. Physical Super Saiyan Bardock, a lot of people probably aren't as high on this guy, but I just love the fact that he is a support. He's a Super Saiyan, so he's got a great link set. I like floating him around on teams. We've also got the Physical God Goku, so pure/hybrids leader, amazing unit, one of my favourites in the game. And then we've got the 3 blue fusions here, all of which are beyond busted. So definitely wanted to include them in on here. You can make use of them in all content. So jumping into the first team build here, we're going with a Time Travelers team build, which is the 200% from the Trunks. So with Trunks, you definitely want to be running him as a slot 2 unit. So as you can see, we've got 2 slot 1 units there straight off the bat. So obviously we've got the Trunks, we've got Int Vegeta and Trunks, who will feature quite a bit in this video. And then we've got the AGL Blues here. So from there, we're just juicing this team with support, because units that get guard, have damage reduction, they get a ton of benefit from having the extra defensive support. So that's what we've done for the rotations in this team build. We're going to go the Int Vegeta and Trunks on one rotation in slot 1, and then the AGL Blues on the other rotation in slot 1. From there, we'd then be running our own Trunks and then the friend Trunks in both of the slot 2s, allowing us to float all 3 of our supports. So I think while it won't be the craziest team in the world, if you're wanting to make use of having 2 Trunks, this team will definitely be really, really effective. There's just better teams out there like this one here with the Battle of Fate, Future Saga, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and Superclass team. So bit of a mouthful, this leader skill, but let the Blues team, they're absolutely insane. I'm sure you guys have had tons of fun playing around with their leads so far. Yeah, they're just beyond busted. So from there, we've got them. Sword of Hope Trunks, Physical Godku, one of the best units in the game for sure. He just does everything. I've chucked in the STR Future Gohan in here, so a lot of people probably don't have him, but that's an easy replace. You could easily bring in someone like the Z Duo or, yeah, GT Duo or whatever floats your boat. Like, bring someone in for him. Ideally, someone that would run on rotation with the Sword of Hope Trunks. We've got the Tech Vegeta Blue and then the STR Bulma, who is obviously a crazy support, orb changer, and returned as a featured unit on Global. So a massive dub for us global players here. But in terms of our rotation pieces, we'd be going Sword of Hope Trunks with the STR Gohan. They do share the 5 links as I showcased earlier, and they'll be a really good 1-2 punch there. We'd then have the AGL Blue Goku Vegeta with the Physical Godku, and then that's going to leave us to float Vegeta Blue, who, as we all know, is insane in slot 3 with all the supers, the dodging. Yeah, he's just busted. And then floating Bulma with her multi-turn support and orb changing as well. The reason I like to bring Vegeta is when we get the transformation from Blue Goku and Vegeta, we can then bring him on rotation, float God Goku off, and we've got one of the most crazy combos in the whole game together there. So really powerful team here. The next team build we're going to look at is just a Future Saga team. Now, I think this one will be a lot of fun. As you can see, a lot of similarities between this one and the Time Travelers team. It is led by the STR Gohan, who's just dropped as well. So, obviously, we've got him as our leader in there. We've got the Sword of Hope Trunks, the Int Vegeta and Trunks, the STR Mai, the new freshly EZA Tech Future Gohan support unit, super handy with conditional dodge. And then we've got the physical Zamasu Gaosu. So for the rotations on this one, I'd be going with the STR Gohan on each rotation. Obviously, you can't have them 2 together. And then on one rotation, they'd have the Sword of Hope Trunks, and then on the other, they'd have Int Vegeta and Trunks. So for this one, you're going to be very heavily focused around the performance of your 4 main LRs. And from there, you would then be floating around the support. So STR Mai, good support unit. You got the Future Gohan, can give that attack and key, and then it has his conditional dodge. And then Zamasu and Gaosu, they've got that massive defensive support, and are also a dodge unit. So I actually do like using them quite a bit. So I think this is actually going to be a really, really fun team for you guys if you have all these units to try out. I think it'll actually really cook. So the next team build is definitely another one that will cook, and it is the Pure/Hybrid Saiyan team. So as I mentioned, led by the Physical Godku, insane unit, does everything. So he will be our leader. From there, we got the Physical Sword of Hope Trunks. We've got the AGL Blues again. We've got the Physical Z Duo, the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, so a unit that does link well in slot 3 with a lot of these units while also being a floating unit. And then we've also got the Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku. So he benefits from having Super Saiyans on the team, and as you can see, we'll have the God Goku on one rotation, Sword of Hope Trunks on the other rotation, so he's always going to be getting a bit of extra buff from his passive there, and then he's got that orb changing to build up the damage reduction, so I think he will work really effectively on this team. Our rotations of this one, I think, again, probably pretty obvious, that we've got the Physical Godku alongside the AGL Blues. They work as a crazy tandem together, and then we'd also have the Sword of Hope Trunks with the Z Duo. So Z Duo would act as our slot 1 unit here. So That's then going to leave you with a floating orb changer as support, and then a God Coup floating as well. So I think this team will be pretty juiced. The pure slash hybrid Saiyan team is always going to be absolutely insane. So the next team build we're going to look at is actually the Int Vegeta and Trunks lead, which is our bond of parent and child slash future saga team. Again, this is going to be a very LR heavy key rotation piece focus, and then from there we're floating our support units. So as I mentioned, Int Vegeta and Trunks are our lead. We've got the Sword of Hope Trunks, the physical Z duo. We've brought in STR Mai again. You could swap them out for someone like Zamasu, Gaosu. You could bring the Int Mai, but then you wouldn't be getting the support for the Vegeta Trunks. But you could go like physical Kid Goku for the orb changing and damage reduction support. Like you got tons of options in terms of support options for this one. You got the physical Bardock, so as I mentioned, an EZA unit that I do quite like, and then we've got the Int Pan as well. So rotation pieces, we'd have an Int Vegeta and Trunks on each rotation. They act as our slot ones, and then in slot 2 we'd have this Sword of Hope Trunks and the physical Z duo. So that's going to allow both of them to build up before they're getting hit, which can be very effective. From there, you'd then be floating your STR Mai, your physical Bardock, and the Int Pan, because as we like to do with our supports, we want them running around juicing up our main LR pieces. So the next team build and the final one we're going to look at is definitely another one that's also not the craziest, most effective team in the world, but I think depending on missions and whatnot, it could be worth throwing this one together. So we've got the Vegeta's Family slash Buu Saga team. Good to actually see Vegeta's Family get some buffs here, led by the Imp Vegeta or Margin Vegeta. We've got the Sword of Hope Trunks here, the Int Vegeta and Trunks, the physical Z duo, the Tech EZA Trunks, and then also the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta. So it's crazy when you think about this team. It's actually probably the Int Vegeta and Trunks that do slow this one down. But anyways, so for the rotations on this one, I'd go the Int Vegeta and Trunks with the it's honestly all 4 of these main rotation pieces can be chopped and changed. So you choose the rotation pieces that however you want to run it. But your key 4 rotation pieces are definitely going to be the Sword of Hope Trunks, the Int Vegeta and Trunks, the physical Z duo, and the Tech Trunks there. So then you're going to be floating your Margin Vegeta and the friend, as well as the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, who's going to be able to provide that support there. So those rotations are very much interchangeable, which is good. It's going to give you flexibility based on the starting rotations that you do get there. So that's the team building guys. I think Trunks' time traveling team, you could obviously build that with some extreme units if you wanted, or dip into the heroes. But in terms of best teams, I think this AGL Blues led team or the pure slash hybrid Saiyans team is where you're definitely going to be absolutely cooking up a storm with these units. But let me know down below which team you're planning on running the Trunks on. Hopefully you guys have managed to pull in pretty easily. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.